3. Alright? No, sorry. 5. Looking at page 5. We are looking at the 4 levels. The other day we discussed the 4 levels, right? Remember all of you? There are 4 levels from the less serious to the more serious, right? We are looking at these 4 levels in the diagram, right? Let's try and understand one more time, right? Learn to focus. Everybody come keep your handphones away. Okay, come, let's learn to focus. Sometimes I'm like very petty. I like to understand petty. Okay, let's focus back. Keep your handphones away. Right, under your bag, got handphone. Under your bag, got handphone, Anna. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Alright, so first level, less serious. But even this can be a challenge to you as a cabin crew. Can all of you understand now? When you have verbal, disruptive behavior from your passengers. They use words to disagree with you, not follow your instructions, to hurt you. They use words to hurt your feelings. But that is considered level 1 only. Is that okay? We have to face passengers like this. Is that okay now? Alright? Level 2. Physically abusive behavior. They don't only use words, they use their physical, their strength, their body. You know, to push you, to touch you, to whatever, to hurt you physically. That also can happen. Alright? It's very sad. The more I start understanding passengers and their disruptive behavior, the more I get worried. You know, we have become a society, a community of the world which is becoming more and more selfish. That means they only care for themselves. That we know that in an aeroplane, passenger, cabin crew, your direct link, you know, in terms of safety, in terms of service, you are the direct link. But even then, most, I'm not saying all, please, most of them are good. I respect, you know. Most of your passengers are good people. So you go to work as a cabin crew with that thought in mind. Majority are good people. It's just a few that you need to handle. Is that okay? Alright? But that few can take a lot of your energy. Not only your emotional energy, also your mental energy. Alright? That's why you can come back from a flight and feel so tired. Yeah? I have a niece who tells me, those days I go on a flight, long haul, I come back excited. But now I go short haul flight, also I come back tired. I say, what's the reason? I discuss with her and she tells me these are the reasons. Is that okay now? Okay, so let's try and do our best. Okay? So we have got physically abusive behavior from passengers. Then level 3 is life-threatening behavior. You know they can harm other passengers or even harm you. Even life-threatening, which is very sad. Alright? And finally is level 4, breach of cockpit. Breach of cockpit means they can get into the cockpit and disturb the workings of the pilot, first officer, second officer. So the safety of the plane and the 300 or 500 lives inside is at stake now. This is the most dangerous level. But that also can happen. Is that okay? Alright? So let's look at this. When taking control of the situations, use concise word to express obligation. Use concise words. Maybe the S is it. Okay, use concise words to express obligation. They should do. Obligation means you must do. Oh well, not you must do, you have to do. Alright? Must means must is like a force. You have to do. Alright? Study and repeat these sentences expressing obligation. Alright, there is a time in the aeroplane that you need the passenger to sit down. But there will be some monkeys. Oh, sorry, I said that. There will be some passengers who will not follow instructions. They follow orders. And they will not sit down. So you have to be kind, but also strict with them. Alright, can we do that? Alright, repeat after me. You have to sit down, sir.
You have to sit down, sir.
Come, everybody. You have to sit down, sir.
You have to sit down, sir.
Sometimes you tell like this, they won't listen. You have to be a bit more forceful. You have to sit down, sir. Can you do that?
You have to sit down, sir.
You have to raise your voice. Sit down. You have to sit down, sir.
You have to sit down, sir.
See if they don't sit down. What do you do? What do you do? Elena? You say 2 times, the passenger didn't listen to you. What do you do? Don't do that. Elena, if you do that, then you become level 2. Not by passenger, but cabin crew. Cannot, right? That's what we need to handle. Jared, what? Okay, Henry, what would you do? You say 2 times, but then passenger doesn't sit down.
I will tell him the reason why you have to sit down.
From here. Sorry. Yeah, what was that?
I will tell him the reason why you have to sit down.
You're a very caring cabin crew, but sometimes when in this kind of situation we are actually rushing. Can all of you understand? It is actually a very time crucial situation. So no time to explain. Can you understand? Because maybe at that point of time the plane is about to take off. By the time you explain, you also not seated down. Correct? Because the ruling in a plane that is taking off, everybody must sit down, including the cabin crew. So you are breaching your own behavior. Baby, okay? What are you so busy on the phone? What are you doing? See, these are important things. Maybe whatever I say here or whatever you understand now can help you inside the aeroplane, baby. Baby can understand. So that's why I wanted to learn this. Is that okay? So that's not applicable, Henry. This is takeoff time. In fact, the pilot has said, cabin crew, please sit down. We are taking off. Do you want to explain that time to that monkey? What to do? Ellie? You tell 2 times already, still that passenger doesn't understand. Your cabin crew. Sometimes very sad. Because you tell that passenger to sit down not because of you. You care for his safety. Correct? But sometimes people don't understand. That's the problem. Okay, next. I have to speak to the captain. Can you read? Can you say that?
I have to speak to the captain.
I have to speak to the captain.
I have to speak to the captain.
After speaking to the captain, we will call the police. That would be good, but don't say that first. Is that okay? Alright? I mean, that should be good, right? You have to stop that now. Can you say that?
You have to stop that now.
You have to be quiet.
You have to be quiet.
When do we need the passengers to be quiet? When do we need the passengers to be quiet? Esti? say this. You have to be quiet. When? Testing. In the aeroplane. When? Or when they're shouting. No, you have to be quiet. When do you tell, in which situation you have to tell the passenger to be quiet? They're shouting at you. You have to be quiet. Okay, alright. Yeah, I understand that. Okay. Also, when there is an important announcement. Can you understand? The captain says, ladies and gentlemen, this is an important announcement. Or already passed to the person. The person says, ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention. This is an important announcement for your safety. And then you see some people talking to each other and shouting across the aisle. You have to be quiet. Please listen. Is that okay? So listening skills come in. Is that okay now? Alright? You have to do what the captain says. Alright, sometimes some important emergency instructions can come from the captain himself. Alright? This is about, I hate saying this. It's about life and death. Sometimes I get very worried because recently I see more fights in aeroplanes. Are you all following what's happening on YouTube or on Google News? More fights on aeroplanes. More disruptive behavior from passengers. More unruly behavior from cabin crew. I've got one video, cabin crew. Problematic. I get worried now, because we are selected to safeguard the safety of the 300 or 500 lives. Alright? So, it's expected of us to be... Sorry, can I reduce the temperature? I'm really sweating now. Don't say anything, Gua. Gua will